Alright, hey, it's Adventureruler. Welcome back to another Breath of the Wild combat analysis. I forgot what I called this. It's been a while. Like, as I was on my way back from work, I'm like, what the frick was this series called again? So I can have my introduction prepared. But today's a really simple one. A very simple one. And kind of weird, too. Hold on, I'm starting from a way... Not even that's where I'm supposed to be. I'm starting in a spot that I'm not even supposed to be at. So, right off the bat, this isn't your average bokoblin camp. So right off the bat, that I have to clarify. And because of that, I noticed that my rule set for this challenge actually isn't, like, I haven't perfected it. Well, obviously, right, because the first video that I did, I forgot to add boomerangs, right? The whole point of the challenge was for you to fight like Link, right? And to fight like Link, right, you got to use his tools, his main tools, right? His sword, his shield, his bombs and arrows, and his boomerang. That's sword, shield, boomerang, bombs, bow. Yeah, he has like 5 different tools, and that's a lot of freaking tools to have. Right, but they all have their own uses. They all have their own, you know, what you need. Any situation, you can choose one of those weapons to choose from, right? So right off the bat, right, like when I first started making these, I didn't think it all the way through. I mainly just wanted to do something fun. Yeah, so the first one, I didn't even have boomerangs on it. And then the second one, I noticed when I made the second one, when I fixed, you know, and a boomerang, right, as weapons you can use to attack, I noticed that there was, I think there's a rule on there, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think I put, don't stop fighting until the music, yeah, like keep fighting until the music finishes on its own, not like fades out or whatever, like keep fighting, you know, if the music keeps playing. That right there, that is a rule that needs to be broken or changed, because this right here, this combat, this bokoblin camp that I'm about to go in and defeat everybody there, it kind of breaks that rule. Because the reason why is because this bokoblin camp right next to the South Nabi Lake, it isn't just this. It's not just a bunch of bokoblins chilling in their little hut. This is a camp that spans from across all this. Right? And what's going to happen is, naturally, you're going to kill everybody in here. There's a guy up here, if you kill him, you still have to come up here and kill everybody else, because they're technically part of the camp. They're just, you know, to the side here. Like, you know, setting up, you know, like a bonfire or whatever. But you have to climb up the mountain first. While you're climbing, the music's gonna go away. So that means I'm gonna have to change the rules. So if anybody that's been watching my stuff, right, watching my my combat, Breath of the Wild combat analysis videos, scratch that from the rule set. Like, forget about the music. The reason why I said that is because as you're fighting, if you're fighting one guy, like, an enemy that you're fighting in this game will continue to attack you until they can't find you. But as long as they know where you're at, they're going to keep going towards you, and the music's keep going to playing. It's going to continue playing. That's why I added that to the rule set, because I didn't want people to cheat. Okay, just kill a few of the small guys and just make the big guy lose your position. It's like, I didn't want that. I want this challenge to be, you go to a bokoblin camp and kill the whole enemy team, right? With, you know, with your tools at your disposal, right? But of course, you got to follow the guidelines. Anyways, enough of my rambling. Let us jump right into. I'm gonna call this. I was gonna call this the Dueling Peaks Tower bokoblin camp, but technically it's closer to the South Nabi Lake, so I'm going to call this the South Nabi Lake camp. But let's start. So, luckily and thankfully, there's a shrine that's sitting right next to their camp. So it makes it very easy to traverse to where they're at. I'm going to shut that down because I'm going to have music playing here anyways. So, let's begin. The first thing I do is fly all the way to this rock over here because that's how I want to do it, right? That's what's fun about this challenge. You guys at home can play this any way you want as long as you don't leave the camp and you kill everybody there, right? Oh, and don't get hit. You know, just follow the rules. So how I wanted to do this challenge was fly all the way over here and get rid of him first, because he's an archer. Archers are they're the biggest problem you can have at a camp, because they're constantly shooting you, and if you don't kill them, right, you're gonna constantly be being oppressed, if that's the word. So I kill him, and I run over to the actual hut, and there's all these bombs, or not bombs, but there's these explosive barrels. So I'm like, okay, let me take care of that. You'll see here that I've backed up after I threw it, because the first few times that I've tried this challenge, I didn't realize that this explosion is very large. So if you're standing in this entrance and you throw the bomb, even if you threw it, holy frick, was that lag? Let me see real quick. Yeah, the game just lagged, holy frick. That's weird because I downloaded the game. This isn't like a chip or whatever. So I threw the bomb. They noticed me. Luckily, you know, my bomb's already out and I'm already chucking it, so they're not gonna have enough time to stop me. So I throw it and I back up and then detonate it. The reason why I told you guys about why I backed up, is because you're gonna get hit with the splatter. With this flaming here, the leftover flames, that's gonna touch Link and it's gonna burn him. That is why I backed up. So, these two guys were the level 1 bokoblins, because they were the red ones. They're the weak ones. They're the weakest of this little tribe here, this little threefer. There's a guy left, so I didn't want to waste my sword energy, right? Because for some reason, Breath of the Wild is like, yeah, the Master Sword can break, screw you. And I hate that, and again, I'll say this every time, whoever thought of that mechanic needs to be fired. So, I throw the bomb. These two guys die from the explosion alone. This guy has a little bit of health left. This guy's obviously a little bit stronger than these two. So, I don't want to waste my sword energy, so I throw a bomb and finish him off. Now, that's the archer and 3 bokoblins down. 1 was sitting on the rock, and 3 were sitting in that rock hut. Then, there's a silver bokoblin up here. And these guys, you gotta always show them respect. Because even when you hit them with the Master Sword, right, and I have the level 2 Master Sword. This is after 2 of the Trials of the Swords. These guys take a lot of hits. So, definitely respect them anytime you see one. So, again, I didn't want to waste my sword energy, but check this out. Right? You'd think that's why I did that. Right? Why I bombed him instead of using the sword. No, check this out. Boom! Yeah! Yeah! Hold on, go back to that. I didn't appreciate that enough. Hell yeah, look at that. And then right after I notice he's in the middle of drowning, the camera goes off. It's like, I won, I beat him. 1 bomb. So, the first time that I played this challenge, this was that made me really excited. I'm like, holy frick, I'm on a cliff. I'm on a mountain range, and on the sides of the mountains is water, is a lake. Is ocean. Bokoblins don't know how to swim. So why am I going to be cutting him up, right? Damaging my blade when I could just bomb him. He flies off, slides down the mountain, boom. Instant death. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I forget that that's an actual strategy you can do. You don't have to attack these guys. Make them explode and they'll fly off. And if you aimed correctly, they'll drown. So boom, that's 1, 2, 3 guys in the giant rock, the archer. Now that's the silver bokoblin near the bonfire, so that's 5 down. Now, my strategy here is stay away from him and just worry about these guys. These guys were distracted. They're having a conversation, or, you know, I don't know, whatever bokoblins do pop off that they're gonna eat some soon. So I'm like, okay, let me try to do it again. I knocked the first guy down from the mountain using the bomb, so let me try again. So I throw this. The bomb immediately killed him, which is good. But unfortunately, I didn't aim the bomb right because I only got one guy. I got him, but that's the Silver Bokoblin. It's gonna take like 1 billion bombs to kill him. And unfortunately, it didn't hit him. It could have done a lot of damage to him, but it didn't. So when I saw this, I went straight towards him, and it just went slice, slice, so he doesn't pick up a weapon and then try and hit me with it. The Silver Bokoblin, because I bombed him and he flew, so all their weapons are over here. They're kind of stupid, but that's normal for Bokoblins. They're kind of stupid for leaving their weapons all the way far away from each other. In case something this happens. In case like something like this. A traveler comes by and he's like, I feel like killing all y'all. Right? I feel like it. They're all screwed. None of them got their weapons. What, are they gonna hit him with a piece of meat? Not happening. So, he dies to the bomb. He gets knocked back, which thank God, because he's the strongest in that trio. Right? He's the baddest of the bunch. So this sends him that way, even farther away from the weapons. This guy, I'm like, okay, he can't hit me, so let me get rid of him now. My sword's strong. I did 3 slices just in case, but 2 took care of him. Now, I'm also in the range of the archer. Check it. I'm seeing this now. I didn't even see this during the gameplay. I throw the bomb, and I don't know how he became aware of my presence, but I'm gonna just say he heard them like go, whoa, someone's here, and I guess they heard that. He heard that. So he turns around and notices me, and he goes straight to do his horn. So now he knows I'm here, and now he's gonna start taking aim and shooting at me. This just looks weird with the frick upside down shield. So while I'm trying to kill this guy before he grabs his weapons, I get rid of the archer. So 1, 2. Now he's shooting me, but I'm not too worried about him because that is a weak Bokoblin. It's the red ones. They're not as experienced or as strong or as durable. So he's going to be missing most of the time because I'm not even that close to him. I got to run for at least a second or two till I reach him. So now I'm like, okay, I'm not worried about the chicken. I have full health, and if I get hit, I have to restart anyway. So I'm not even going to worry about eating that. Plus, you can't eat anyways. So, right? I like this. I go from a full... Well, hold on. What was I doing? Yeah, I go for a full sprint, and then I slow down. I'm like, all right, hold on. This guy knows what he's doing. So I bring my shield up. I whip out the sword, bring the shield out. I block. Right here, I like forgot that he doesn't have a weapon. Look at him. He's so focused. Look, I'm moving to this side, and he's still like sprinting this way. That means he's so focused on grabbing his weapon that he's not even worried about defending himself. Right here, see, I sprint and then I started a jog. Let me slow down and put my guard up. I didn't realize he doesn't have a weapon. It's because sometimes they will hit you with like a haymaker, like they'll throw a punch at you, and that's what I was like preparing for. But right, like once I got real close, that's when I noticed, oh, he's not even looking at me. So I just go boom, 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 boom. All right, he's sent flying. I kind of was hoping he would maybe fall down, but that didn't happen. Or, no, that was a lie. I mainly just was like, let me just kill this guy. But what I wanted to point out was, look at this. As I'm attacking him, look who's shooting. Look who's shooting arrows from the side, like I knew they would. But I also knew that they would be sucky at shooting, because look at that. That is not accurate at all. He failed at defending his teammate. So I hit him. That arrow missed as I was attacking him. He was sliding down, but he managed to get himself back up. And still, he's like desperate to get that weapon. It's like he knows. He's like, oh crap, he has the rest. It's Link. So he goes straight to get the weapon again. And I noticed this. He's not even looking at me. So I'm like, okay, sweet. Another free couple of hits. Now, what you'll see here, and I'm going to explain what I did here. You see that? I hate those words, bro. So, he's not looking at me, so I'm like, sweet, a free opening. I only hit him twice, and I shuffle to my left behind him, The reason I did this is because so I can get a better view of him. So now I have both of them in my view. I should have been doing that in the first place, but yeah, I should have been doing that in the first place, and I didn't. And that, you know, that was wrong of me to do. Right? I got to be careful with that. I got to be aware. Right? I can't get hit, not even once. So this is why I shuffled. So I'm like, okay, he's stunned during that, and I know he's gonna go for that weapon. He's not gonna turn around and then punch me in the face. So that's how confident I was to just shuffle right in front of him. So I go boom, boom. I move so I can get a better view of him. And also, I think I also did this because I don't want him to go down the mountain, because then I have to chase him, right? The music will stop, but I didn't kill everybody, right? So that would also be breaking the rules. So I boom, 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 do another combo. He's still doesn't have a weapon. Yup. And he's still not going for me. Check this out. Dude, my mouse is like not working. Okay. So I hit him. And you see, look, I have my shield up the entire time because I'm like, I ain't gonna just let you get just a haymaker for free. Like, if you're gonna hit me, you're right. I'm being prepared for it. Right when I saw that he wasn't looking at me, I went for another slice. I'm like, okay, he's not gonna fight me without a weapon, so I'm just gonna kick this guy's ass. So I could have hit him with the boomerang itself, but I don't know. I just, it's weird to see Link swing a boomerang. It looks kind of ghetto, and I don't really like it. Right? It looks kind of lame. I'll say lame, so that doesn't sound wrong. So I bring out the boomerang out of all my boomerangs that I have. I ain't worried about him. He sucks at shooting. I don't even think he can reach me from here. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't even know what he shot at, because like I didn't even see an arrow show up. So I grab my boomerang, and I know he's gonna get up because he still has energy. Let's see. Oh yeah, so that time I didn't even check to see if he would then attack me, right? Because after, you know, the first or second knockdown, right, wouldn't you think they're gonna keep trying to knock you down? I guess not. So this, yeah, the Silver Bokoblin, I caught him slipping today. Look at those birds. So I didn't even wait for him to get up that time, because now I knew he's a moron. As soon as I was able to pull back, as soon as I was able to throw the boomerang, I did. That was like how many frames? I went boom right in front of his face. I aimed it terribly, but I hit him, and that's what's important. Yep, again. So this was the last time, because I don't know if this bomb kills him. I don't remember. I was gonna go for my boomerang, but I'm like, wait a second, right? He's gonna go for his weapon. If he gets the weapon, now I have something to worry about, right? Now I have to be careful. Secondly, again, I noticed, I know he looks like freaking Harry Potter. As soon as I noticed that he again got up to run to his weapon, I'm like, oh, let me just hit him in the back. Unfortunately, I missed that time. So now he's gonna be able to get his weapon. If I were to run now instead of go for my boomerang, I'm not gonna reach him in time, right? By the time I get to him, he'll most likely already have the weapon in his hand and already turning around, right? And he'll go to swing. And again, these are Silver Bokoblins. They're stronger. They're the strongest of all the Bokoblins. So if you were to swing at him, he might not get stunned. He might just eat the shot so he can get a better hit on you. Right, so that's why I'm like, I don't want this guy to get a weapon at all. But unfortunately, I missed my bomb. I was trying to catch him with like in the range of the explosion, and that didn't work. So I grabbed my boomerang, and I'm like, okay, the Silver Bokoblin is going to be busy picking up his weapon. Let me take care of the archer. So I go for a throw and I miss. I'm not too worried about him shooting me. I'm really not, because I know he sucks. But he has his weapon now, so let's see what I do. Yep. So now my focus is on him. And he somehow lost... Oh, he didn't even see me. Holy frick. He screwed up today. After he picked up his weapon, apparently, obviously, he lost my position. let's see. So I grab my boomerang. I try to aim at him, and I'm not in range, so now I know I gotta be closer. And dodge his arrow, because I saw him beginning to aim. From right here, I was like, he needs time to aim down the sights again. And he now has a weapon, so I gotta get rid of him now. And his health is so low that I might as well just finish him off. So I throw the boomerang, the aim is good. I didn't catch my boomerang, and I'm not sure why. But I think the reason why I kept running towards him was because I wanted to make sure he was dead. Yeah, once I noticed that all his health was gone and he was starting to do that evaporating whatever effect, that's when I was like, okay, he's dead for sure. Now I just have him left. So that's why I ran back. Now I'm looking for my boomerang. It's kind of funny. Like, this was me just genuinely being like, where the hell is it? And I grab it, and I'm like, okay, sweet. So I walk a little bit closer, throw the boomerang, and he's done. And I caught it. And teabag for the W. So let me just real quick look back what I did here. Oh, wait. Let me look back. Alright. So I was really hoping that I didn't... Luckily, it didn't happen. But I was hoping, I was like, okay, I gotta go down this, right? So that means I'm gonna be going downwards, and I gotta aim up. So I go, I aim, and I'm walking forward. I was really hoping I can get just like a perfect throw. I don't want a sloppy throw. I want to finish this off with a bang. I wanted to aim so good that I look like a straight up professional. So I walk, and I tilted up the my camera, because I knew that this little cliff here was going to make me start walking downwards. So I walk. You see how Link's is like going downwards? That's right, I put that. I kept that in mind, and right before the throw, like bounced up, or flicked my controller up, so it just goes, my camera and my aim go a little bit higher than what I was going to do. I throw the boomerang. Woo! Look at that! Right above the wood. Dude, this goddamn boomerang pays attention to what you're doing. Because not earlier, in a gameplay, or one of my playthroughs of this, right, because obviously, I've said this before in the other playthroughs, all the vocabulary cams that I do is not first try. It is several tries, because it is not as easy as it looks. This crate right here, I think it was like first or second try. I'll say that, not playthrough. I mean, technically it's a playthrough, but I'll just say my second try doing this, I got rid of everybody, I think, and I ran around this box to like avoid them, I think. And when I cocked back, like Link does, with the boomerang, I can't show because my mouse wants to be stupid. I pull back the boomerang, and it taps the wooden box. And then my boomerang flew off. And then he shot me right after. Like, I literally needed to hit him with that, and it didn't work. But this was a very nice finish. Yep. Wow, look at that. If I was literally an inch off, that would have hit this wood, and he would have had a chance to shoot me. But I hit him, sends him flying. He is weak, so that hit him in a single shot, killed him in a single shot, and I go for the victory dance. So, the South Nabi Lake. I would probably recommend this as their first Bokoblin camp, if anybody wants to try these challenges out, because all the enemies are so spread out that you don't have to worry about them, right? You don't have to worry about them all bombarding you, or all teaming up on you, or cornering you, right? Or surrounding you. That's the word I'm looking for. And another thing is, you kind of have the upper hand because the Bokoblins, for some reason, have just barrels of fire. I don't know who's the leader, but they don't need to be the leader no more. Right? So, all the Bokoblins are separate, so you don't have to worry about being surrounded. Second, the main group of Bokoblins, one of the main groups, because the other one's up this mountain, is surrounded by flammable barrels that you can explode. And that pretty much takes care of both of them, and you just finish off the second or the third guy. Then you go up this mountain. This is probably the only real problem you're going to have right? If you're at a high level like I am because of my armor, I upgrade my tunics, by the way. So that's why these guys are showing up, to give me some challenge. This is only the real problem you're gonna have in this whole camp, because that is a Silverbow Goblin, and right, it's a Silverbow Goblin that's up this mountain that you have to go to get to these guys. So you have to pass them or get him out of your way and continue going. He's silver and he has a bow. So, right, whatever strategy you guys come up with, that's how you're gonna avoid him or defeat him. So that's my strategy. Just bomb him and send him flying towards the lake. And then these guys also suck. None of them have their weapons. All of their weapons are all the way over here. Right there. They have to walk all the way this way to grab the weapon and then be able to hit you or attack you. Unless they want to punch you, right? There's always that possibility that you got to keep in mind. So none of them have their weapons. That's the second group of this camp. And then there's an archer, but he sucks at shooting. So as long as you keep moving, he can't hit you with his arrow. So definitely recommend this for any beginners to this challenge. This camp was probably the easiest one I've ever done. Out of all the camps that I've done, this was the easiest. It's just because they're just so spread out, right? You don't have to worry about getting ambushed or anything, you know? Or worry about multiple dangers, you know? But yeah, probably my easiest camp I've done. And if anybody wants to try this challenge at home, go ahead. Feel free if you have the game. Oh, and if you could, post it on Twitter and at me. That would be really cool. I'd love to watch how you guys tackle these challenges. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching.